Hi, thank you for being part of all this. I hope that you enjoy this little series that we're doing on climate change, which is all about changing the climate in our mind, in our work, in our family, and around our money. We want to create a better environment for us in that, which I think will help us in our discipleship. It'll help us follow Jesus more closely. It'll help us with our mental health, and particularly this one with our brain and our mind, and how we can think well. There was all sorts of directions could have gone in this, and maybe you will go down one or two in your group, but I really wanted to focus on three scriptures that Paul brings to us. Paul was a mega brain, highly intelligent, possibly one of the most intelligent people in the world at the time, and he brings us he brings us more than three, but three that I wanted to concentrate on with a bit of a diversion. Three that I wanted to concentrate on. And the first one was how we avoid the garbage in, garbage out stuff. How we can think about things that are true and noble, as Paul says in Philippians 4 verse 8. Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. And that stops the garbage coming in. And I just suggested that we can deliberately pause, that we can deliberately stop, that we can deliberately contemplate and celebrate what is good and right and pure, and how we can deliberately shun those things that are not that, so that we avoid the garbage in, garbage out. And I suppose it's worth thinking about if you've been able to just stop a while, just to think, just to consider, just to admire those things that are good and right and pure around you this week, and how you might decide to do that, whether that's something in nature, whether that's something in community, whether it's something creative, however it is that we can stop and just allow that good thing to settle in our brain. I think that will help us enormously. Then I did a bit of a diversion into Ephesians and how Paul talks about how society around him had sort of gone downhill, and or the path that it taken into just to debauchery and to just addictive behaviour. And he sums it all up, I think, in Colossians chapter 3, verse 2, where he says, "Set your minds on things above." And that opportunity to think about how we can receive the love of God, receive the life of God, how we can live in communion with the Father, how we can know the presence of Jesus, how we can know that we're being filled with the Holy Spirit, as it says in Ephesians 5. And that expectation of being able to set our minds on things above by just a general awareness and by a specific focus, I think is really important for us in using our brains well for Jesus. And then lastly, take every thought captive to Christ. How we can get hold of every thought that we have and run it past Jesus to see if it's okay to dwell on it or not. And I believe we get a really fast answer to that. And I wonder if anyone's made a bit of a discipline of that, trying to do that. And I would really, really, really encourage you to do that, to grab hold of those thoughts and run them past Jesus and see what he says about them. Have a great time as you talk about this stuff, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye.